Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Rebecca and today I am bringing you guys some beautiful Dollar Tree DIY decor that are all inspired by some of the beautiful pieces I have seen in Pottery Barn. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Also, I've gotten some requests for larger wall decor and wall art pieces, and I have one for you today, and I will probably have a few more coming up soon in some upcoming videos, so make sure that you are subscribed, click the little bell if you want to be notified when those videos go up. But for today I have one that is a large wall decor piece. I think it came out really good for just a few dollars. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and also I hope that you will let me know in the comments which idea was your favorite, and let's jump into it.
Okay, so getting started, I'm using 2 packs of these jumbo craft sticks. You can get these in Walmart for a few dollars per pack. You'll need at least 1.5 packs for this, but you will have at least a few left over. So go ahead and neatly cut the ends of the sticks off so that they will be straight across and not rounded on the ends. And then I started painting maybe about 1/4 of the sticks with my black chalk paint, although I think any black paint would work for this. And then I was inspired by Megan from Glue Guns and Roses to try using my leftover coffee to stain some of the wooden sticks so that they would have a richer color. Megan has created some really cool DIYs doing this. However, I think I would actually suggest not doing it for this one. Some of the wood sticks ended up curling up on the edges when they dried, and I'm honestly not sure why some did and some didn't, but if I was going to do it over, I would probably just save myself the headache on this and leave them totally natural, or maybe try some other light wood stain finish or something like that. But I ended up repurposing this foam board as well from my Easter decor and using hot glue to attach the wooden pieces. This DIY is going to be 3 full sticks high, and they're going to overhang just a little bit on the sides, but actually they overhang almost half of the stick on the top and half on the bottom pieces. So if you want, you could actually connect a second foam board if you want the whole thing to have a back and be a little bit more sturdy. But hey, I am just using what I have to do this. So keep in mind, you could totally change up the size on here and do it to fit the area that you want to fill it in.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead.
In order to get the variety of the heights, a lot of the wooden pieces are going to be painted partially black, so you might want to look at the original picture or save a screenshot of mine right here, and then you can kind of follow along with how long the painted pieces versus the natural wood pieces should go in order to create the final look. Like I said, I was just gluing these on with hot glue, and I really needed to get a better hanger for this, but the finished product is very lightweight and I was in a pinch, so I just grabbed this leftover plastic shower curtain hook and I used a generous amount of hot glue, let that dry right where I wanted it, and then this was super easy to hang up on the wall. You could also attach removable command strip picture frame hangers for this as well. Here is how it turned out compared to the Pottery Barn one, and I think that we got the idea for just a few dollars. I think it turned out really good, and I have really been wanting something a little bit more modern to hang on the wall here, although this wall is a pretty big space, so now I'm kind of feeling like I should have made a larger one still and maybe just used 2 foam boards and made it like double the size, or I may do like a second one and do them side by side. I have not decided yet, but either way I'm really happy with how this turned out. Okay, so for the next one, I was inspired by these beautiful apothecary jars from Pottery Barn, which were a bit pricey. So for today, I decided to just see what I could create out of my Dollar Tree vases and jars. I used hot glue to attach this Dollar Tree tea light holder upside down, although E6000 will definitely give you a much stronger hold if you prefer. But hey, sometimes I come back months later and I just want to take stuff apart and make something else and repurpose and reuse. And I am taking the top from this glass jar, prying off that plastic seal part. I used a knife and just pried this off really carefully so that the lid will fit perfectly into the vase, the top of the vase. And then I'm taking this similar style Dollar Tree vase. It's a little bit different shape. The opening is narrower for this one. So I actually left the plastic edge right on there, and then this can sit neatly over the opening of the vase. And then one more small Dollar Tree glass jar here. I just left this natural just as is, and this gave me the 3 different heights. They aren't perfect, but it was a super cheap and super easy way to get some pretty glass jars for our bathroom essentials like Q-tips and bath Epsom salts and even cotton balls, since the salons are closed and my daughter and I are doing our nails at home now. The next one I actually did a DIY of last year, and let's just say it was a very controversial piece, so I'm gonna link that video if you want to check out another Dollar Tree Supplies way to DIY this candle holder and you want to see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna link that video, but I knew I had to reinvent it as soon as I saw this 2-pack of orange plastic in the toy section at Dollar Tree. I am not really sure what this was even for, but for all of my intents and purposes, we are making a candle holder. So I glued this to the bottom of a Dollar Tree glass vase and then taped off the whole middle section. We want that to stay clear so I can spray paint the whole thing gold, and then we peel off the tape. The middle part will still be clear. Of course, make sure that you stuff something down inside while you're painting, or cover the top or something like that so that paint isn't overflowing and spraying down into the inside of your vase. Anyway, that's about a $2 candle holder inspired by this beautiful Pottery Barn one. I did come back and try cutting along the bottom edge so the base didn't stick out quite as far. I took some scissors and just cut neatly along the line here, and as you can see, it detached from the vase because I only had that thin line of glue. But if you go ahead and cut it out very neatly along the line, halfway up, you can also go ahead and put this back on underneath your vase and then do a bunch of hot glue on the inside part of the circle, connecting the plastic to the glass. I redid it this way. It is so much more sturdy, so definitely go this route. It gives you a way better hold, and you can put the glue on there pretty thick. And then I actually taped it off again so that I could go back, since a little bit of the paint had gotten messed up. I wanted to go back and just add a second coat to really make sure that the whole thing was gold, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I think it looks really good and even closer now to how the Pottery Barn one looks. But let me know if you like this idea, or if you have seen the way that I did it the last time when I did this one last year a different way. Which way did you like it better? And if you haven't seen that video, like I said, I'm going to link it down below. And then for this one, I took a simple Dollar Tree mason jar from my craft stash, taped off the top half, and spray painted the lower half black. And then you can add a candle or some fresh flowers in here. And for this vase, I went ahead and just added in some faux pink peonies here. I can link these below. They actually are ones that I cut off of a beautiful bouquet that's pretty inexpensive that you can get on Amazon actually. I love this arrangement, and I actually have it in different colors. I know this one was such a simple DIY, but honestly I thought it looked pretty close to the Pottery Barn one, so I had to share it with you guys. Really easy and really cheap and affordable to do, and honestly you can use whatever black paint you have. You could probably do this with chalk paint or acrylic paint just as easily as with spray paint. Anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know which one of these ideas was your favorite, and also comment and let me know what other stores you would like to see me create Dollar Tree DIY dupes from. I'm always curious what you guys want to see, so leave your video requests down below as well. I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed week, and I will see you guys soon in my next video.